Chapter 3.4 Creating Resources and Reports. In the previous chapters we looked at sharing data within Origin such as collections and snapshots. However, Origin also has a wide variety of observatory style functions, and from these we have tools that empower authorized users with creating reports and web pages and uploading other documents and links and organizing them thematically within the system. I'm going to demonstrate this by taking some of the previously published content, such as the tables and charts from the previous chapter, and we're going to create a new resource within the system. The resource tool allows us to create a wide variety of resources, and these resources can be anything from a file that's uploaded from your system, a published object, as in a table, chart or map. It can be a report that you author, or it can be a web link to a third-party website, intranet, extranet, or other resource. So I'm going to choose the reporting option, and for that I have then got a set of metadata that I can apply to this resource. So let's say we're going to call this City Centre GCSE Attainment Report, and this allows me to also categorize it. So we're going to call this a fact card. Again, these are all options that can be configured. As a category, we're going to put it within the education and skills for Sheffield. A short description of the attainment for neighbourhoods in the city centre. The author, I'll just put myself, and the publisher could be, again, any of the partners. Copyright's optional, as is the reference, and we have the date that it's published defaults to today. It also can set an expiry date, which will automatically take it offline, and we can also have the system notify us that it's due to expire. The period it relates to is also an option, so we're going to say this relates to the 2007 to 2008 academic year. So using a wizard style selection process, after completing the content, I can then author the actual report. The report writer is a web-based editor which allows you to author content similar to any type of content management system. We can insert text and formatting and so forth. We also have the ability to use templates for presentations. We have a couple of example templates here. So for the report title, call it GCSE City Centre. I can give it subtitles and so forth, but I'm just going to delete all that out. And we're going to then insert the table and chart that we previously created. So I use the insert data icon. This allows me to view different data objects that I've published. So you can see we have the table, the City Centre GCSE data. We also have, I'm hoping it's somewhere here, yes, the GCSE attainment chart. So we'll insert the table first, and I can apply additional formatting to this if I choose. And below that I also want to put in the chart. And there's nothing stopping me adding my own text and context to this, but for the purpose of the demonstration we'll keep it brief. There's tools here for formatting in terms of adding hyperlinks, uploading and adding images, bullet lists and so forth. But we'll continue on to security. Again, we'll make this available to public users, and we'll put it within the education skills. Next, we're going to look at adding some related items. So here we have all of other related resources that we can choose as an option. So if I drill into, for example, education and skills in Sheffield, we can relate it to another map, for example, or additional report. I can relate it to anything else that's been published in the system. I can also relate it to data collections, or baskets as they're known sometimes. So if we looked previously, we have that education collection for 2009. We'll specify that as a related item. And finally, we've got some version history here. If this report was to replace a previous one, I can select it from this list. And that way then, there will be links maintained to previous copies. And finally, we're going to look at tagging. Tagging then allows us to apply a mixture of IPSV classifications, which is the Integrated Public Sector Vocabulary, or else our own ad hoc tagging. So for this example, we'll drill into the IPSV and we'll add, sake of argument, skills and schools. And the tagging basically allows us to apply national standards in terms of descriptors to our resources, which will make it then easier for other users to search and index these resources. So I've added in those tags, and I've completed basically all of the metadata required for this resource. I can then view this resource to see what it would appear like for users. So here we go, we have City Centre GCSE Attainment Report. I can open the resource, I can see who's the author and the publisher, the dates, descriptors. I can drill down into related collections. There's other related resources available here that I can drill down to, or any other tags. So there, for example, is the IPSV tags. And if I click on Open Resource, it simply opens that up. And I can also export and download that report. So that's a very quick overview of the resource library within Origin. Like I said, we've only covered authoring reports, but we can publish other types of documents within here, such as PDFs or PowerPoints or Flash animations, or anything that you can electronically upload.